Let's go back to the audience. Michelle asks, you wrote up, did a movie Fixing America. How are you going to fix the borders and the fentanyl crisis?
That's a tough one. Fentanyl, made by China, coming through Mexico, killed 100,000 U.S. citizens last year. The numbers are like, when you say a growth industry, killing U.S. citizens with fentanyl is the biggest growth industry in America, it looks like. And by the way, my understanding, and again, I don't drink, I don't smoke, never had any of this stuff myself, my kids don't do it. People are actually taking pills that look like prescription pills and dying. Now it's being made by Mexican cartels who seemingly are putting things out in, instead of nanograms, putting them out in grams, which are killing people. So it's a multi-step problem, but the biggest problem is Mexico. I've been, as you all maybe know this back when I was mayor, but I actually went across the border, not like looking at the border waving for an hour. I went across the border, right, into Altar, Mexico, and watched a scene that still haunts me. The whole town of Altar, Mexico is nothing but Chrysler minivans that are really old. And people get off. I saw a pregnant lady get off with a kid. I was with a Catholic priest, and she was starting to walk. She had no money to get a coyote to take across the border. Pregnant lady, 30 miles south of the border, just starting to walk toward the border. This is horrific. I saw an Asian girl unprotected in a car. And I mean, there's a lot of women here, but we knew what was going to happen to her at the border that night. It happens every night. She was an unprotected individual. I was told by Dr. Robin Hoover to look down and don't look up, and I didn't, because people with machine guns were driving this way. I watched Mexican policemen give out little handouts to people saying, you know, here's how you get across the border. Not stopping them, right? So the whole relationship with Mexico has to change. We are blessed in America. We don't know what it's like to live in Ukraine, right? They're every bit a human being as we are, right? But we live with the best geography in the world. 2 giant oceans, basically our cousins to the north, right? I mean, kind of like, you know, pretty close. And then we have this Mexican problem, which can be solved if we make Mexico stop it. I don't like to say things that we can't do, like send our army in to take out these people ourselves, but someone has to work on Mexico more than, in addition to building a wall, in addition to not letting people come across